some point in time, Ben Willems bought a Jeep.
Not sure why, but he had this reason that he wanted a Jeep. It was just something that he wanted one day and decided to go get.
It was a Jeep that was 2009, but it looked, pristine.
There's so many funny stories about that stuff with my dad. This was his second vehicle he bought that he owned for like 5 years and put 36 miles on. But he wanted these new things sitting out in his garage. He would never drive them. They just sat there.
He babied it. He literally would pull it out, wash it, and put it back inside the garage.
Without getting all emotional, the whole Jeep thing happened. Stephanie came to me when Grandpa was ill and expressed that she would really, really like to have that Jeep because it was Grandpa's. And that's truly why she wanted the Jeep.
I always loved it. I've always liked Jeeps. My siblings probably were really annoyed with me because it was always the car I wanted to get. The Jeep has actually been her dream car. She's been wanting for a very long time. She's always just been a Jeep lover. And so I used to just see Jeeps and be like, Jeep, Jeep, look at the Jeep. Oh my gosh, they're so cool. So Grandpa and me always liked Jeeps, talked about it, and I loved that he had one. And then Dad was just talking to me one day and he was like, well, Grandpa's talking about selling it. Is that something you're interested in? And I was like, yes, of course, duh.
I was over helping them determine what to do with it. I didn't really push the issue. There were so many emotions flying around at that time. Dad called me over to talk to me about getting things set up for Mom, and the vehicles were part of that. He had a couple vehicles, and the Jeep in particular, so he asked me if I'd help him sell it, and so I brought up the plan of Stephanie getting it.
I was very excited about that.
She really wanted it, and Grandpa was all on board. He definitely, he had a soft spot for Steffi, so it didn't take much. Once he found out she wanted it, he was game for that.
It just happened really quickly. Like one day Dad was like, all right, let's just work it out. And so they started selling it to me and I drove it home the next day.
So she got a Jeep that was about 5 years old, 6 years old, literally didn't even have a couple thousand miles on it. But the most important thing is it was Grandpa's Jeep, but it looked like a Grandpa's Jeep too. He liked chrome. It was pretty much straight stock.
Of course, the thing back in the day, and kind of goes with older people, they like the chrome.
He actually paid a lot of money to put all the chrome, to get the chrome package, the fancy chrome. But of course, nowadays it's not really what's in anymore.
We had it for like a month and a half and we're like, yeah, the chrome's gotta go.
So I've always kind of pointed out certain things I like on different Jeeps, so he kind of always knew kind of what I was thinking, that I wanted to keep it the whole black and white look, maybe a little bit of chrome because I already had the chrome on it. But that's definitely the clean look I was going for, and Dad helped out a lot with that, but I do usually just say, you can help me pick out tires, you know more about lift and all that crap and what it needs.
I think her exact words were, Dad, I want to make my Jeep look cool. And I'm like, then make it look cool. But no, Dad, I want you to make my Jeep look cool. All right, then tell me what you want to do. No, Dad. I want you to figure out what I want you to do to make my Jeep look cool. So you want to know what my role is or who was responsible for how it looks? It was me, 100% me.
As far as what we've done, there's so much we've done.
Most of the stuff has been gifts as time's gone on, birthday gifts, Christmas gifts. She made it very clear to everybody that's all she ever wanted. So a lot of love went into getting her that. She started it with the lift kit and the tires.
I paid for the lift kit, the tires and rims, the expensive things.
What's a Jeep without a lift kit and tires on it? So decided to put a 4-inch lift on it, and then 20-inch wheels wrapped in 35 by 12.5 wide tires.
I did a lot of research, looked at things that I found and liked, and chose a lift size and a tire size that they said worked, and I think we nailed it. But that was a little bit of dumb luck because I'm not a Jeep expert. But I have a cousin that is, Cousin Ed. Boy, he knows Jeeps. And if you don't believe him, just ask.
We got a new Bluetooth speaker and stereo. A pretty good bass system in there, not as good as anyone else in my family, but because I don't have room for it. But what I have in my space, it works really well. The foot rails, and the foot rails were a birthday gifts or Christmas gifts. I don't really know, they kind of blend. So we did all of that, and that totally changed the look of it. And then the next Christmas, I got a new bumper and front and back bumper, which that completely changed the look of it as well. Like adding that, you're just like, whoa, that definitely updated it. And then after that, you had a few things here and there and got a few black accessories for it. And then my birthday, they got me a hood for it. And then for Christmas, I got headlights, backlights, front grille. So from the beginning to end, we've pretty much changed a lot of things. So yeah, it's definitely got a lot of upgrades and lots of different things, and I love how it turned out.
The cool part about that is those were all done out of love. Our family's so excited that Stephanie has this Jeep.
And then of course we put some stickers on there to kind of deck it out. But it's, like I say, it's the same Jeep, but not really the same Jeep. It looks totally different from what he had, but she definitely won the lottery in the fact that it was Grandpa's Jeep, and also, like I say, he babied it. He hardly ever took the thing out.
I'd say my favorite part would be the removable top, because I'm a very huge fan of wind. I like wind. I drive with my windows down all the time, even if it's lightly sprinkling. If it's raining a lot, then I'll roll them up.
I really like her ring lights and then the tires and rims for sure.
I think the hood's cool, but I honestly like the whole Jeep. It looks really cool, honestly. Honestly, probably her tires and rims. When we did that, it gave it the biggest facelift for sure, was the tires and rims. It kind of, honestly, it's that way, it's almost any vehicle, but I really like the tires and rims, and then the new hood that she just got with the hood scoop, that looks pretty cool too.
It kind of goes with all of our vehicles, but I think probably my favorite parts are the way they're customized to each person, and that's not necessarily done by accessories that you bolt on. It's more so done by the stickers that they put onto it. You know, you've got a kind of, that's what makes them stand out from other ones. You know, you see all the time, you'll see lifted Jeeps rolling down the road, you lift kit, big tires. They all essentially look the same. Whereas Steffi's Jeep, it's got all these cool stickers on it. It's got the American flag. Well, on this one, not anymore. It's got, on her old hood, it had the American flag, but it was made out of rifle bullets, so that was cool. But her windows have, like the tattered American flags and stuff. It just gives it this different look, kind of basically the same way that Rachel's car did. Again, you see those Chargers rolling down the road all the time, but you know hers every time you see it because of the sticker design and layout.
I think it's just a fun, sporty ride for her. It kind of fits her personality. I think probably the favorite part is I know it was Grandpa's and it means a lot to her, and I think that's pretty special.
My favorite parts are never what you think, right? You think, oh, he's gonna say tires. No, my favorite part is how much Stephanie loves that Jeep. I mean, I'm gonna probably get in trouble, I'm gonna offend a lot of people here, but this whole Jeep, invisible Jeep club, it's like the thin blue line that doesn't exist.
What are you doing? He's taking all my information. I swear he's gonna sell my car. You look like you're writing me a ticket.
That's here again. You will have to tow your vehicle.
Yeah. How's in a no parking zone?
No parking zone? There's a sign right here that clearly says no parking between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m.
Where's the sign at? Between what hours?
Right here, man. See it?
No.
I mean, this nonsense to where she's driving down the road and these random strangers are waving at her and she's waving at people. I'm like, who's that? She's like, I don't know, they're driving a Jeep. And I'm like, that's just stupid. So she's definitely bought into the Jeep ownership thing. She loves her Jeep. I know she'll keep it forever and be thrilled to have it. That's my favorite part of the Jeep.
Honestly, that it was my grandpa's. Just like the sentimental part of it, just the fact that it was his, it's really, I love that about it. Like, it just makes it that much special, more special to me, because I always wanted a Jeep, but the fact that it was his and that he got the love for it and that I got to spend months and months talking to him about what I wanted to do about it, and he was so happy that I got it, like, that's just memories I'm gonna hold on to forever, and I love it.
She made it her own, but it's Grandpa's Jeep, and that vehicle will be in the family forever. It's that's what I'm saying. It's kind of funny that it's gonna be this long into the video channel before we talk about that. If there was a BW Blacksmith vehicle, that's the most BW Blacksmith vehicle we got is Steffi's Jeep. And she lets us know on a regular basis.